San Francisco has great public transportation in the city, and it's the best way to get around. People take transportation such as BART and Muni every day, and sometimes they find themselves bored at the station while waiting for the bus or train. This project is about observing different types of people and attitudes. This was performed on a recent evening while at the Powell Street Muni Metro Station. It took place at approximately 7 p.m. when people were returning home after work. Since it wasn't peak travel hours and there was no line, people were scattered about the platform while waiting for the train. This is because people don't often trust the screen information because it is always changing. For example, when the screen says that the next train is K Ingleside, sometimes the train line might change to another train, such as J Church. There were many other people who kept close to the yellow line in order to be first to board the train. Some of these people appeared bored while waiting for the train, and some people opened their photo galleries on their phones and go through their pictures before putting them back into their pockets or purses. Less than a minute later, many took out their phones and opened their photo galleries again because they had already checked their social media accounts. When the train approached, many looked at it until it was almost stopped because they wanted to make sure it was the train that they wanted to get on or not. Even people reading books looked very quickly at the train and then went back to reading their books because they are preoccupied with reading and don't want to be interrupted. On the other hand, people didn't pay much attention when the train was leaving, but there were people who looked at it because they came late and wanted to know which train had left already. When the train was about to stop, some people moved slightly because some of them were reading their book, so they wanted to know which page they were on. When they entered the door of the train, they kept their book open because they wanted to continue reading. Some people took one step toward the train even though it had not yet stopped because they wanted to be the first on board to get a seat. When people on the stairs heard the train coming, they started to run, even if they weren't sure if their train was approaching or not. Several times when the train was about to leave and the doors were closing, there were people running to catch the train. One woman, who was standing close to the door, saw these people running, so she put her hand in between the door in order to keep it from closing, so these people could get on the train. She did this out of courtesy because she didn't want the people to miss the train and have to wait a long time for the next one.